Greetings. Now, obviously, judging by that title, basically kind of know what the video is going to be about. But yeah, my Instagram and Facebook are gone. Not that long ago, I decided I'm gonna on Instagram have like a fan page, fan profile, whatever you want to call it, of Batman. As you all know, I enjoy Batman. I also think about it just being basically, I guess, comic books in general of certain things, like I guess primarily movies uh, of the various Batman films, but sometimes other people like Michelle Williams was in the Venom film, so I remember like, oh, happy birthday to Michelle Williams, because she's been in stuff that's comic book related, uh, comic book films, superhero films, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, it was just gonna be something about uh, generally Batman related, but also could be other comic book uh, related stuff. So regardless, yeah, I didn't post too many things, just maybe like six things, five, six. And I started it at the near the end of somewhere in the end of August, just to see if I'd like to keep that up and whatever. So I didn't share that like, oh, I made this account on my personal thing. I didn't do that because again, I wasn't sure if I would uh, uh, keep up with it. I wanted to just see how that would be, if it would be something I thought would, I thought it'd be kind of fun to do. But sometimes stuff like that, you find out it's not all that interesting or fun or whatever you thought it would be. And so yeah, either just stop using it entirely, or perhaps just delete it altogether. So I, again, end of August, probably like August 27th, 28th or so, around there. Maybe the 29th. But regardless, one of the last days of August, I made this account. It was about like Dark Knight, whatever. Obviously I have to do other stuff with that because, the Dark Knight trilogy is my favorite. And so, in a way, that would be sort of more centered towards those three films with, the Christopher Nolan film starring Christian Bale and Michael Caine, Gary Oldman, Morgan Freeman, and all of those guys. Cillian Murphy, he was in all three. Um, there's a lot of talented people. Liam Neeson, Ken Watanabe, Katie Holmes, Heath Ledger, Aaron Eckhart, Maggie Gyllenhaal, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Tom Hardy, Anne Hathaway, Marion Cotillard. So basically, that was going to be mostly Batman, but other, like, I probably mentioned stuff like other comic book characters or people in comic books, like related to specifically movies. And so I had it for like August, maybe around 2.5 weeks or so, give or take. Then on Friday, September 13th, my account was suspended and disabled. Not just that fan account, but also my personal account and also Facebook profile as well, because I did not create a separate thing for this profile, or if I did, it might have been better, but I kind of linked it all to the same like email and whatever, and then my Facebook and Instagram are synced together. So there's that. So basically, if one thing is affected, then all of it is. And I did the appeal, all that stuff, and all the things you're supposed to do. And yeah, they're like, oh, within 48 hours or so, we'll get you back. Now, about a month or so ago, somewhere within the first week or two of August, my Instagram account got hacked and somebody was messaging people for money or whatever, and I was able to get back and fix all that, so all that was good. And so I guess one could say, well, maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not going to rule that out, but I would have thought if that did have something to do with it, it would not have been like a full month or so for anything of the sort to occur. Where my account would be disabled and suspended and all that, so obviously that sucks. That sucked, obviously, when I got hacked, but again, I fixed all that and changed passwords and all that, so all was good. Then not long, again, after about 2.5 weeks or so of this fan thing, which I hadn't really posted much on, just trying to think of what all I would really want to do with it still, even whether I want to keep going with it entirely. I got suspended, and from what it said was our computers found that it indicates that this account has violated rules. Now, prior to that, not too long after I got this, made this new account. Something similar happened, but I was able to do all the necessary steps to verify who I am. Because, again, I'm like, oh, that's kind of a good thing. I'm able to verify who I am, despite having something like Christian Bale's Batman or whatever being the profile picture. But because of my personal stuff, I was able to verify who I am, and I thought, oh, that's kind of a good thing. Great. Well, that was fine, and all was well. This was probably like sometime like a week or so prior to this happening. So, like, whatever, all that's under control and fine. Then that happened again, and I did the normal stuff again, and because of what happened previously, my naivete told me, oh, it'll be fine, just gotta wait a few hours or so, because that's how long it took to get that unlocked again. Like, oh, it'll be fine. But yeah, but because this time again, now that has not taken a while, has taken more than obviously 48 hours or so for such a thing to happen, and they keep saying like, oh, we've rejected this or whatever, and they don't let you know specifically why and what rules, because it's just vague. It's violated our rules. Could you point me to at least one? I know it says rules, but how about one? At least let's start there and continue from that point and seeing if I actually did, because I just had some stuff with various movies like Batman Begins and Dark Knight Rises and Christian Bale's Batman and such things of that nature. So I'm like, I'm confused as to what's going on, and also looking into things like there's like emails for Instagram support and Facebook support and Meta support. So I send emails to all those email addresses, because I'm thinking maybe that'll help and solve things. But they have a similar thing, like within 24, 48 hours we'll get back to you. I'm like, okay, don't hear anything for a while. This is all within like the same kind of time frame of Friday the 13th, basically. Maybe in the 14th also, I think, also. But, and then Googling and looking at stuff, I find that a lot of people are in a similar situation. Their accounts got suspended and are disabled. Can't get into Facebook or Instagram or anything. Says they violated rules. Doesn't cite any particular rule, and so they're just kind of that just sucks for them, basically. It's sort of like me. Sucks for me. Well, what rule did I break? What broke rules? Don't need to be very specific. You just broke the rules. That's really nice. But also, reading all that stuff up from other people, and you find out that, yeah, Instagram supports email address. You don't get anything now. Same with Facebook or Meta. Maybe you might get some generic automated thing, or I got one like to help verify myself about whether or not they can identify me as being me and all that stuff, and saying we can't accept it at this time. Try again later or whatever. And so that was and that's basically an automated thing, and you're either going to get reinstated or try again later. So, researching all this stuff, basically they just have computers, AI, looking through various profiles and various posts, seeing what is spam, what is inappropriate, and all that. And I haven't posted anything inappropriate, nothing profane, nothing sexual on either account of mine on Instagram nor Facebook. So I'm just like, I'm actually quite confused what exactly happened, because it's the fan account that I have about Batman, and again, I had that for like 2.5 weeks before that just went. And so I'm just at a loss, and I'm confused and perturbed, to say the least. It's frustrating. And also with the revelation that their support system for like emails don't work anymore. Like apparently about a few years ago, I could find 2 years ago, this even similar stuff has happened and people have been complaining. And so at least for a couple of years that I've been able to see, if you emailed Instagram support, Facebook support, or even Meta support, you get nothing. However, if you are a business account, like if your Instagram and or Facebook account was for business, well, then you'll actually be able to have a conversation, at least online, or communication with an actual person. The reason being, you actually are putting money into advertising your business or something specific. Maybe like you're selling something, but in particular that can fit within the whole guidelines of Instagram and Facebook and Meta and all that stuff. So yeah, it's just annoying and frustrating. So they said so from 180 days, I am suspended, and I have until March 13th to appeal so I can get my account back, because otherwise, if by March 13th 2025 my account will be gone, all my Facebook and Instagram will be completely gone, all deleted, and there you go. obviously I have the option of making other accounts and stuff. Um, of course, if I do that, I'll make sure to never, you know, link said Facebook account with Instagram account. So something like this does not happen, and I probably wouldn't even make a fan account of anything, Batman or Star Wars or whatever. Just won't make one because, well, never know. Even the most innocent of posts, I guess, could be a problem. You know, me posting pictures of stuff from the Dark Knight trilogy, mostly at that point. Yeah, I guess that was bad or something. Because again, yeah, I didn't interact with too many people, like commented and such. So nothing there, you know, could be considered like profane or anything. And if anything was, I would have, you know, straight up deleted it. Because, you know, I don't want that, anything of the sort that could possibly get me into trouble, even though I didn't write that, but, you know, I guess I had the power to delete it and didn't, and so that's on me, and shame on me for not getting rid of somebody's comment that I guess was insensitive or whatever would be the case. So yeah, that's annoying. I guess this is a cautionary tale. If you have your Facebook and Instagram linked to each other, obviously you can unlink them, but you know, if you don't, just be aware that something like this, if it affects like one, like your Instagram, it will then automatically affect your Facebook page and profile. And for me, I was talking to various people I know, you know, either went to school with or met, you know, later on. And for some of those people, you know, I don't have their phone numbers, so I can't even contact them and let them know. So that really sucks. And it's also interesting because not too long prior to this all happening, I actually thought for some of those people I should get their phone numbers or whatever. But, you know, I thought, no, I can just message them through Facebook and whatever, or even Instagram for some friends. I could talk to them that way if that's how they prefer it. So I'm like, well, I'm fine. I don't need their numbers right now. Well, for some of those people who I've gotten back into contact with, or have been in contact with for quite some time and just never got their phone numbers, well, that really sucks. And unless I meet them in person some point, I guess I'm not going to have their numbers. So, yeah. Anyway, I know this kind of seems like a big rambling rant kind of thing. I don't like to make stuff like this, but I felt, you know, this is annoying. This really sucks for me, and it sucks for all those other people who've gotten their accounts removed for pretty much no reason, and they can't figure out what went wrong. They're getting nothing from Instagram or Meta or Facebook, depending on, you know, what it is. Some people have had their accounts linked, so both of those are gone, or one is, but they don't really use Facebook. So while that's not a major problem, at the same time it's like, well, I was mostly on Instagram or I was mostly on Facebook, and now mine's gone and I can't get it back. And yeah, you're not able to get anything from that whole company of Meta. So yeah, I don't know, that it's annoying. They should have actual real people to be able to contact. You know, I shouldn't have to know somebody personally who works at, you know, either company or just Meta in general. Be like, hey, my account got suspended. or accounts got suspended. Can you help reinstate that, or can you at least contact somebody who did or whatever? Oh, sure, it can. You help get that done. I don't know anybody like that, so that's really the only option I have. I know I said tweeted something on Twitter, and then a bunch of people were like, "Oh, go to this person; they'll help you out." And basically, people will go and hack Instagram and then give me my account back, and I'm like, "Well, that could help work for a good while," but then I probably, get it disabled when they realize, "Hey, this account was suspended," and then it just came back, and we didn't approve of that, so that guy's gone. And then also, could be like, hey, some unorthodox stuff happened, so we're gonna have legal action or something go to you, because you probably face some sort of could face some sort of jail time or some fine, because that's where we are in the world with stuff like that, and understandable to a good extent, but still, yeah. But yeah, if you have zero way to contact anybody who works at Facebook, Instagram, or Meta, and this has happened to you, I don't know what you can do to get your accounts back. So yeah, maybe I'll be able to make another account sometime with another email for like Instagram and such, or Facebook or whatever. I don't know. But we will see what happens. I don't know. I guess just be aware of this kind of stuff if you have never encountered this before, and you follow me and you have a Instagram and or Facebook account. If you're active on either, just be aware of that. That even if you've done nothing at all, because computers being at work and AI, your account can be gone just because you might say you've violated our rules, and there's a good chance you will never know what rule or rules you broke, and so that will just suck. Apologies for the length of this. Again, I don't enjoy making this, but I felt like, or stuff like this, and I make sure to not do it much, but this really perturbed me, and I'm sure it would perturb you if this happened. And yeah, I don't want to have somebody go and hack into Instagram so my account can get back, because now that will probably work against me in the end. And, yeah. Plus, many of those people, obviously want payment, and they're like, yeah, have to give them money. And I'm like, and I don't know you, so I don't really want to pay somebody I don't know for something like this. If I was ever going to do that, I would probably try to find somebody I did know. And if I was going to pay them, at least, again, I know them. So I know they could actually do that. But yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling while trying to stay coherent to the point. But yeah, be aware your Instagram and Facebook could be just at jeopardy, because if something happens to one or both, you really have zero way to contact anybody at Instagram, Facebook, Meta, unless you have a business account, or at least had one, because it's disabled. And so I had one, but now it's just kind of suspended, and trying to get it back. And then you'll probably at least have a better chance of speaking to an actual human. Whereas, the average person, most people who have Instagram do not have business accounts, because, they just want to have, they want to interact with their friends and family. Facebook or Instagram in particular, perhaps make new friends too, with followers and such. So yeah, It's unfortunate, but this happened. So yeah, hope all of you are at least are doing well, and just be aware that for whatever reason your accounts could be just gone. So yeah, I do have a Twitter account, so there's that. But anyway, hope you're all doing well. Have a great day. Have a great weekend that's coming up. And I hope next week will be great for you, for all of you. So yeah, until next time, please take care. Bye.